Hello, I'm Mike with the Daily BM. On this episode, we discuss an Uprising event that Brad and I attended in Utah. We talk about ice baths, Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, personal fitness, and just how the event was overall. I hope you enjoy the episode and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey, good morning, fuckers, and welcome to another day at the Daily BM. I have Michael in the house with me. What's going on, Michael?
Hi, Brad. What's going on?
Hi, Brad. How are you today? I feel amazing. What's going on, man? Why are you always like so blah in the mornings?
Just so happy to be here.
Chipper.
You know?
You should be chipper.
I think you suck all the chipper out of the room because you're so high energy. I feel like I have to come. I feel like I have to be your yang.
You just gotta find it. You gotta find it deep inside of you to be excited to be alive. It's an amazing day. Yes, it is. Okay, it's full of shit.
Okay, let's get this shit show on the road.
So I have an incredible amount of energy. Mike and I went on this guy's freaking weekend, I guess you could say, right? Is that how you'd put it, or how would you say it?
That's good. Yeah, guys' weekend.
Yeah. So we went on this guy's weekend out to Utah. Let me ask you something, Mike. What was your first take, besides landing in, Vegas and having to drive 3 hours? But what was your first take driving into Utah? What did you think about Utah as a state?
I thought it was beautiful. It's a big, drastic difference from the state of Florida. Seeing mountain ranges, all the different colors of the rocks, different sediment levels and different plants, and more of a desert atmosphere. But kind of it was cold. It was relatively cold compared to Florida. The humidity was non-existent. It was,
wasn't it great?
It was a beautiful ride up there. I mean, I was a little nervous because we were late, but
so listen to this, guys.
Times.
So we landed in Las Vegas, and so we go get the rental car, which, by the way, was a complete catastrophe. But we laughed our way through it because Mike did all the heavy lifting on this trip, man. I mean, he really did. He planned everything, got everything organized, man. Kudos to you for doing that, man, because I suck at it. So that's the reason why my wife plans everything.
I was also trying to be cheap because I know you were like trying to watch the wallet, so I was looking for the cheap
right up my alley.
Not my typical trip, where I'm like getting the good shit. I wait for the bad shit.
I had to be Jewish in my former life. I totally had to be Jewish in my former life. That's all I'm gonna say. I was either like a rabbi, whatever, man. I was something.
Oh my gosh.
So we land at the airport. We get on a train or a bus. We have to stand in line for like 20 minutes to go to this bus. It's the worst setup ever, in my opinion. But where I've traveled a lot of places, not quite as much as you, because you've traveled a lot of places overseas.
Oh no, you've traveled more than I have now.
Oh, okay. So we get in this bus, dude, and we go over to this other, I guess, rental car terminal.
So the rental car terminal.
Yeah, and our rental car is not on, the company is not on the side of the bus like all the other major players, and it's not in the building. And I'm like, where the fuck is this place, man? So I should have known by when I read the sign. I laughed inside because it said Easy Rental, and I don't mind calling you guys out on this shit, but it was spelled EASI Rental. Easy Rental. So we go to this place, dude. It's a freaking trailer out in the middle of a freaking field, pretty much. Total horse shit. Finally get in the car. We start driving. But once we hit the road, what was really cool about that experience, just the ride in, Mike, was the fact that we rolled the windows down, played some music, and just were dudes. We were able to unwind for 3 hours, man, and just kind of talk shit to one another and have fun.
Yeah.
So that was good times,
until we realized that we were actually an hour behind because of the time change back to mountain time. So
yeah, we stopped.
Then we had to race to get there.
Well, hold on, before we do that, so yeah, you're right. We forgot about the time change. So we pull into a Flying J's because we think we have an hour to kill. And we start looking at helmets, gladiator stuff, body armor.
Flying J's I've ever been in. Like, they've had full like Spartan wear. Like, I have no idea why they had full Spartan wear, but it was pretty wild. It was definitely pretty wild.
Definitely some cool shit. So
Yeah,
we decide, we hit the road. We're like, yeah, man, we got an hour to kill. We pull off on the side of the road, take pictures, panoramic on our phone, da 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 da. All of a sudden, we jump into Utah. Dink, we're an hour behind.
yeah. Yeah,
But
we were
we
an hour
sped up
behind. We were only 20 minutes behind. We thought we
20
were gonna get there
minutes.
half an hour early, and we ended up being 20 minutes late.
Yeah. So we already kicked off that
Yeah.
weekend great in everybody's minds, showing up late. But
Luckily, we were not the latest guys there, so that was a saving grace because there was a whole herd of dudes that were later than us by like 20 minutes, so that took the pressure off Brad and I.
yeah, we turn around and we're like, man, why you guys late, man? Just
Yeah,
kidding. Throw it right
exactly.
back at them. Deflection. It's the best thing ever. But
Oh
so tell me,
shit! Keep yawning.
what did you think about the physicality of the uprising event for the Order of Man? What did you think about that?
I did a lot better than I thought I was gonna do. Um, I know old Mike would not have been able to complete at least 90% of that stuff, um, especially to the level that I did. And I still have a ways to go. I have a lot of room for improvement, but I was pretty happy with my performance out there. Um, I had a good time, a real good time, especially starting off with airsoft. I thought that was really cool. Yeah. So as soon as we got out there, they loaded us up into 2 vans and drove us out into the woods and divided us up in teams. And we went at it playing capture the flag, which was so much fun because I haven't done that in a very long time. And it was a really good experience on that part.
You know what I loved about that opening scenario is like drop your shit, get in the van, and let's go.
Yep.
Let's fucking go. I
Yeah.
just thought that was a cool thing to not sit around. Hi, I'm Brad.
Bullshit.
Hi,
Yeah.
I'm Mike. It just jump right in and let's get this shit going. Let's get it
Let's start
rolling
shooting
and
people.
start
Start
shooting
shooting people.
people. Start shooting people and and just automatically boom, you had literally what, minutes to really form bonds with five,
Yeah.
four other guys in your group
Yep.
because they divided us into what was it? Four teams?
It
Four
was
teams of
14.
five, right? Four teams of
Well,
five.
our team had 4, then it went to 3.
Yeah, then you went to 3. You were falling off, but you guys, hey, you won. You won the whole
Yep.
thing, man. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? But
Yeah, buddy.
yeah, it was really fun. Jumping right in there and going to town. I think the thing that I took out of it too was just the fact that I found out a lot more about myself while I was there.
Yeah.
Not
Like
even
what?
only that I'm not such a pussy as I thought I was. To be honest with you, I honestly, I've always thought that I'm. That might be begging. What an asshole! But what I mean was, I've always been kind of like weird about that kind of stuff that we did.
Yeah.
Competitions never really scared me,
Yeah.
but you letting your team down, and it's been a long time since I played in a team environment like that.
Right.
I mean, I haven't played team sports probably in 8 years.
Right.
So, last time I played a team sport was adult league soccer, you know?
Right.
So, but it was way more competitive, believe it or not, than the soccer games.
Oh, of
You know,
course. A lot of
so,
bragging rights out there.
oh yeah, there was a lot of bragging rights and everything else going on. So, so it was the things we did, like the polar dip. We did this like polar dip kind of deal.
We did ice bath.
Ice bath, and I've never done one, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was shitting bricks all the way up until the end, till I got into
Yeah.
the water because I didn't
Yeah,
know
you went
how I was gonna
you went
respond.
last too.
I went.
You had to watch everybody else suffer first. I don't know why you chose to go last.
I chose to go last. Okay, so here was my mindset behind it. I
Yeah.
wanted to see. I actually focused on every single person's face that was in that water. Seriously, I wanted to see the pain. I wanted to see their expression. I wanted to see how long it took them to calm down. I was analyzing everything. Believe it or not, I might
Oh
not
my
be a
gosh.
smart man, Michael, but I'll analyze everything. And I
See,
literally just sat
I
back.
feel like that was horrible.
No, I took it all in, and it actually kind of helped me, man. Because one of our teammates, John, he had told me, he was focusing on like something on him, off in the distance, and
Right.
I was like, man, that's what I need to do. Just kind of
Yeah.
get in the zone, get in the zen, focus on something, watch the wind blow, listen to the wind, and then focused on. Once I got past that 30, probably 20 to 30 second mark, I actually didn't really feel any pain at that point. It was just more
Right.
like until that last 20 seconds, then I started shivering. You know what I mean? Get like the shakes,
Yeah.
shivering kind of deal.
Yeah.
But so all sorts of things. I think the best thing was watching you come out of that bathroom in sync timing. So Mike comes strolling. We go do
Well,
this.
Brad just totally jumped to a whole nother topic again because
What?
was
We're
this
still
was
talking about.
not this no, but you went off ice bath like you made it sound like I came jumping out of the bathroom at the ice bath. No,
Oh,
this is a different portion
let
of
me
the
rephrase
event.
this. So we go to another event. How about that?
Yeah,
That's for the
another
weekend.
activity. There's
Another
another
activity,
activity.
right? And
I'm so
Mike
glad you
go.
let me give you my commentary on the ice bath, by the way,
I
before you
just.
segued out.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't let you talk.
No,
Go.
no, it's okay.
No,
Nobody gives a
no,
shit
go,
about
go,
me.
go, go. So how did you feel about that?
Nobody
No.
fucking cares.
Ah,
I
I'm
mean, that's
sorry.
true, but
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's true. Nobody
skipped
really
right
gives a
over
fuck.
me.
But no, seriously, go ahead. I really want to know how you felt on
So
that
I
ice
went
bath.
second right after Trevor was a beast at this competition. Like he just dominated everything. So I knew he'd have no problem at it. And I didn't pay attention to anybody else. I was just like, it's just me and my demon. Like I didn't want to watch. I didn't want to go last. It's like I want to get in, I want to get it done with. Let me just embrace the unknown. And that initial shock when you go under, up to your neck and your body just starts almost hyperventilating. That's what my body did. Like I started breathing really fast. I was like, and they're like, slow down, breathe slow. And I'm like, okay, all right, I got this. Only area I fucked up is the guy that was there, one of the guys, the instructor Kip. He was like, wiggle your toes and fingers, it'll make you warmer. And he was joking, and my brain was not processing jokes at that moment. It was in survival mode. So I'm over here like wiggling my fingers and toes, freezing my ass off. Meanwhile, Brad's got his hands tucked underneath his armpits, all nice and warm like a little bug, you know. So I think I got the short end of the stick on that one. But I'll tell you, man, coming out of it, like when Jay was like, "Hey, do jumping jacks," my body was like, I didn't. My body's like, I don't know how to do jumping jacks. I forgot. It took me like 2 or 3 of them to get back into sync, like everything to start syncing up again. But holy crap, the after effect of having an ice bath, man, it was so worth it. Like I felt like $1,000,000 for the rest of the day, and I slept like a baby that night. For the like 4 hours I got sleep, but it was
Then we were
good.
back at it in PT the very next morning.
Yeah. So one of the other events that we got to go to is so we did a hell of a PT session first thing in the morning. We got up at 5:15, and then we had a report for PT at 6 o'clock. And we got out, and it started off. You had to do 100 of these air squats. We had to do 100 air squats collectively as a group of our 5 guys. So it's 20 each, and then you take off running. No, it was 100. Oh no, it was 100. It was 100 each. Right? It was 100. How did it go? It was 100 air squats, and then did we do a full round that time, or was it 100 air squats and then go take off running?
I think it was 100 air squats and we took off running, if my memory serves me right.
Yeah, so it was 100 air squats to warm up. Then we took off running. We ran a quarter mile, then came back, and then you had to go through a series of exercises as a team. It was 25 of, or yeah, it was 25 of each exercise, and we basically had to run through it and then take off and run again and then come back. So, and it was 4 rounds. So what I liked about my team is we worked in sync together. Like we counted together, we moved together, which made us go that much faster. Whereas other teams, there was guys doing free for alls, like just everybody was their own person, and I think there was a lot of confusion on how many they had to do and who got what done. There was so much miscommunication that I think that's what gave us the advantage, and we ended up winning that PT by like a long shot. My team did. But then right after PT, we went to breakfast, and right after breakfast, we went to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. And I'll let Brad continue his story as to what happened when they called my name.
All right, so Mike decides, you know what? I'm going to go pee before I start this thing. So he disappears into this bathroom, right? So a guy on my team, he is a personal trainer, Brandon. He is like built like a shit ton brick truck, man. I mean, he's just like, he's built,
Former
he's strong,
amateur boxer, former Marine.
I mean, he's got it, man.
Works out every day for a living.
Yep, exactly. Trains people every day for a living, pretty much.
Nutrition coach.
Yeah, so he's got all the intangibles to play. So Mike comes strolling out of the bathroom as this guy's waiting on the mat for him. They pick him while he's in there. He has no idea who
I
he's
have
going
no
up
idea.
against. Like zero. He comes walking out, and I swear to God, the door, right as they call Michael Preston, the door swings open like in perfect timing, and Mike comes walking out of there almost like Conor McGregor does at the UFC. And it was funny because he's smiling as the door slings open. He's smiling coming out of the bathroom, and as soon as he sees who it is he's going up against, that smile went, fuck.
Well, so I'm looking out at the mat because I hear him call my name, and at first I'm like, "Oh, they called me first. Cool." Because on the mat is, Kip, the black belt Brazilian Jiu Jitsu instructor. So I'm obviously not going against him. And then there's Ryan Mickler, the guy that's running the event, and I think he's a blue belt or maybe a brown belt. I don't know where he's actually now. And so I was like, I'm not going against him, obviously, because they're both reffing. And then I saw Brandon, and I was like, okay, he must be reffing too. I was like, there's got to be maybe 3 refs, and then they're gonna call like the thing. And then I walk out there, and then I realize, oh shit, I'm going against this guy. Oh fuck! Holy shit, man! What a moment! What a moment in time! That was like the longest 5 minutes of my life so far.
I was like, man, I was super proud of you though, man, because you held your own for 5 minutes. Because he bull rushed you in that first meetup with you guys. He bull rushed the shit out of you, man, and you were
Dude, he
like
was all
holding your
power. He
own,
was all strength. I was like,
pure
holy
strength,
shit, man!
and you
If I
gave
didn't have
everything you
if I
had.
just didn't have a little bit of technique, I would have been decimated like the other guys were that he went against. Because I think he submitted everybody else in under a minute. Like I don't think anybody lasted with him at all.
Yeah, he just had pure strength over everybody, man.
And he was already tired with those 2 guys because he put all his effort into it. I mean, he didn't hold anything back with me. It wasn't like he was giving me an easy go. Like he was getting mad. Like he was getting frustrated. So, and I was just like, I just gotta survive. I just gotta survive.
We're almost at the clock.
I was hoping that he was gonna get gassed at the end, and I still had some energy in the tank, and I was gonna try to make a submission move at the end, but he just had he had more than enough energy in the tank left. To go that round. So it was a wild experience. Now, tell us a little bit about your experience in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu.
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I didn't do it. I was a pussy in that one. I ain't gonna lie. But I was more worried about my knee than anything because, first of all, I got partnered up just in the warm-up sessions it was like truly a David versus Goliath. This guy was probably 6'2", probably 280 at least. And, Joshua was very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Forceful.
Yeah.
With every move. I mean, he was actually hurting me, dude, during the freaking just the warm up,
Yeah.
because he didn't know the strength to let off. So I was like, okay, I got to go into coaching mode with this guy. So that's what I did. I took it because I coached, sports. I thought, okay, you know what? I'm just going to listen to Kip, and then I'm going to just slow him down and help this guy because he was just like there was no finesse with him whatsoever. It was just pure, thing. But then I went to go to push him over, kind of like what Kip told me, and I rolled my leg with him with his weight, and I went, you know what, fuck this, dude. I was like, I'm not doing this. I need to go to the orthopedic anyway. And a little bit of pussy came into me too as well. So I went, you know what, I'm gonna hold off on this one. And but the big guy, the great thing about it was the big guy, he did well, man. I mean, for him, for his first time ever doing it, he listened to what I told him. Not that I'm like some great jiu-jitsu guy because I have no fucking clue. You know what I mean? But I did learn some stuff. But he just listened to simple instructions. Slow it down. Don't be in a hurry. Use your body weight to your advantage. You know what I mean? Which he did in that one, if you watch that match that he was in. So what I got out of that was, it wasn't my cup of tea. It's not for me, jiu-jitsu. I know it is for you. You love it. Matter of fact, you started it when you got back, which kudos to you. Kudos to you, man. I mean, you guys look great as a family out there doing it together.
Plan on going every Monday.
But I will tell you one thing, it's such an art. I think I got a new appreciation for jiu-jitsu because it's such a skilled art. It looks like when like somebody that gets up in that Ryan stage in that kept, obviously in the F stage, and because Trevor, the guy's a phenom, but they just look like swans, when they're out there doing their moves and stuff. They don't look They were looked
So graceful.
relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking
Relaxed.
for. Graceful. That was probably the best word to explain what they look like. So if you've never done jiu-jitsu, guys, and it's your thing, it might be your thing. It just wasn't for me, but it's really
it wasn't for you because you didn't get to do it.
Well, it
You
just
didn't get to feel it.
I wasn't really. If it would have been boxing, I'd have got in there. I don't know. I just it wasn't for me. I did the whole mat thing, doing all that. Just it really wasn't for me. You get me out there in a headgear and a thing, I'll fight you. I don't care. But but that's just preference. I just didn't. I wasn't feeling it. So nothing against it. It wasn't for everybody. But some people did it to do it, but I just didn't really care to do it.
I think Brad's team with Brandon won the jiu-jitsu tournament, didn't you not? Or no? Oh no, you came in second.
No, we came in second. I
forget
we
who came in third.
First.
Yeah,
you guys came in third.
Orange came in first. They had a couple of jiu-jitsu guys on their team.
Well,
so it kind of helped them a little bit.
Yeah, there's two other activities I just want to get into real quick, and then we can talk about it another episode. We can talk about the mental aspect on it. As far as what the guy side of it. But today we're talking about the physicalness of this event.
Physicality of it.
The physicality of the event. The gun range was really cool because I'd never shot with a holographic target.
Yeah, red dots.
So I've never shot with one, so I had no idea. So I was wondering why the fuck I was missing, like for the first 3 practice rounds, man. I was missing that target. Yeah. I was like way the hell off. Come to find out, I was using the green sight, not the actual waiting for the hologram to come in play. And Brandon, man, thanks to him, dude. I mean, he made all the difference in the world, training me how to hold the gun correctly because I've been holding it wrong the whole entire time.
Right. I didn't realize you were doing that.
Yeah, I mean, you were when we go to the firing range, you're on your side doing your thing. You know what I mean? It's not like you were my instructor,
Right.
But Brandon was just like he was acting. That was see the biggest take I got out of the whole weekend, and then we can kind of roll up out of here, and you can give your final thoughts. My biggest take out of the activity portion was teamwork. Like I don't know, because you guys dwindled down to 3 guys, man, and to see you 3 work together to still win the fucking event was impressive to me.
We kept having stringers coming in, joining our team to help to balance it out.
Yeah,
and it was challenging because we'd have to bring those guys up to speed really quick on some of the stuff and be like, okay. And I mean, I know that did hinder us a little bit, because we didn't have that gelling effect that some of the other teams had later in the events, and seconds count in these events, which is crazy, to think. But it was a lot of fun. I had a really good time and learned a lot about myself physically, and I can't wait to do it again.
All right, man. Well, I was going to ask you if you had any final words, but you just went ahead and did it. So
just like that.
And just like that, we're out of here. So, guys, don't forget, head over to thedailybm.com where you can follow us on all of our socials. Don't forget to head over to Rumble and over to YouTube where you can like and subscribe over there as well. Also, don't forget to use your 20% promo code DailyBM over at MasonDangerCO.com where you can get all your manly products right there for you. Mikey, got anything else before we get out of here?
Hey, have a great day. Have a great start to your week, and let's go kick some ass.
There we go. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side.
Have a good one.
Deuces.